They've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And got his man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, New York.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing, Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, Dart.
He'll check this one down to Scatteroo. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First down, here's Scatteroo. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
His first career touchdown pass, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To the left side, he finds Bond. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the PAT.
It's good to make it 17-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now out come the Giants. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This one is Slayton over the middle.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 69 yards.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Prescott to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts,
It's a gain of 7.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
49-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit in the first and incompletion.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports
Our tour
halftime
around the
report.
NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Christian Watson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
the middle they go. Singleton. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Prescott now.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a happy gain as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Getting home that time to Marvin Overshow.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
To the air, Dart. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give up the middle, Scatterboo.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, here's Dart. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 37 yards. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Prescott now from the 50. He's got this to Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one is right through. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Breaks through the contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants. Down by 9. A minute 55 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. To throw now, Dart connects with Slayton.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Giants first down.
To throw is Dart. He'll get this to Scatterbury. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Here's Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterbury. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
And the Giants first down.
Throwing again. Here's Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Dart.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
This is first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
Out of the gun. Here's Dart.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Dart looking to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.